The TVET delegation met with the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education to discuss TVET transformation, entrepreneurship, workforce development, and international collaboration.
How do we ensure that we train with industry for industry, as opposed to training for industry? And there has been a mismatch in the past where we have industry doing their own thing, not having technical expertise in country and having to go outside to bring someone into Sierra Leone, they pour into that and they leave. And then you have the academic institutions training without even talking to the industries. And there's a lot that we have done to try to change that narrative, but we have a long way to go. So when I hear about the objective of your mission, there is definitely something there to support. One thing we've introduced is the Sector Skills Council, which you are aware of. And this is focusing on the agricultural space. It's not a new concept, it's tried and tested in other parts of the world. But in Sierra Leone, what we have done, we've brought all the relevant industry partners within the agricultural space. Agriculture, as you know, is the flagship program for the Southern, and they help us in terms of curriculum review, to help us to treat the demand-driven approach, but also help us in terms of accreditation and certification, training teams that are hands-on. So as part of the assessment, they also have to do that process. That is the plan. And it's very, very important in supporting the flagship program with excellency, but also giving us valuable insights as to how we can expand that and scale to other sectors that leads to our socio-economic development. And so that's for relevance, ensuring that we train in a demand-driven approach. But you can have the curriculum, it could be demand-driven on paper, but if you don't have the trainers capacitated to deliver that curriculum, you're not really being much. So we need to train the trainers as well to deliver the demand-driven curriculum. We need to create the enabling learning environment, we need to have the equipment within our government's technical institutions. So a young person going down the TVET route, it's not just the academic, it's not just the theoretical knowledge, you also have the opportunity to have skills developed using your hands. And that links to a policy that we have, the dual apprenticeship policy, which does exactly as it says. It allows a young person to have the dual system of learning. And I know within the EU that is something that we've got a lot of expertise in. And we need industry to help us in implementing that as well, because we want to send students to industry to spend part of their training, to spend time in industry, gain valuable on-the-job skills training, giving them valuable insights as to what it means to work within that space. And who knows, you perform well, you can be retained.
It's vocational education and the sector is not really popular, that's true. You mentioned that in some countries it's more popular. Well, I have to tell you that even in Europe we have to work a lot on promoting and make the parents understand what you and us perfectly know, that in this revolution it's the white collars that the technology is, white collar jobs that the technology is coming after. It's not a blue collar. Right? So yes, AI is not going to paint the walls for the next couple of decades. This is one of the I think, open understanding of our, let's say, class of people, and those who have or are able to make an impact in education. So vocational education seems to be, for now, future-proof, resistant. What we mainly do, like at home in Europe and also in Africa, is curriculum development, and we organize job shadowing English. And we host delegations from Africa, teachers, trainers, and ministry representatives almost every year. We organized them a tour last week. They spent like 2 weeks in Poland, in Slovakia, but also some part of Western Europe or Southern Europe lately, Greece, Italy. We connect the dots, so this is what mainly we do. We are not experts, we bring in the experts, it's really important. But we have a wide network. So like last time to Zambia, we brought in Finnish expertise, or to Kenya, Bosnian, Serbian. So we connect the dots. We design projects. So when, for example, you mentioned this demand-driven, this is key, demand-driven. I think we are going to develop a project and propose it to the European Commission, because this is key. And the environment is rapidly changing. We have said this as well, that 100%. The environment is rapidly changing, and educators and the whole system should adapt, right, to serve the needs of the economy. But for that, there must be continuous information sharing, kind of future prediction, very hard work, and then finding the way, the information in the administrative system, trade ministry, agriculture ministry, and so on. So I think what I have heard, what we have heard, you are really on a good path. What we can assist with is the project that we have started. This is an exploratory tour, so we are here to show ourselves that we exist. It's always good to get introduced to the players, to get to know you and others here in Sierra Leone, and then we pass it to our colleagues, project managers and so on, and then we talk about it.